Alright guys, so we got the Willwood proportioning valve. When I twist the valve, it just decreases the braking power to the rear end. I could not see anything! We're at the burnout competition. I think the Corvette's ready.
Yeah, there's nothing like what Bountiful Rotary's doing to support kids in need.
What's up guys? We're in Sam's shop in the garage. Welcome back to another video.
And we are getting ready for the burnout competition.
Oh baby, that's right, burnout competition.
Already started cutting out brake line stuff. We got the brake fader we are adding to the rear brakes so we can cut most of the power to the rear brakes. I think it does like 60 to 70% like cut.
69% I think.
Yeah, 69%. So I just won't smoke my rear brakes and I can burn out a little easier.
We're gonna be doing that. That'll be probably the end of this video. This week we have to do some practice burnouts. I mean, you have to do some practice.
You gotta practice. It's embarrassing if I just show up and I can't even burn out.
The city that we live in every year has a big burnout competition in June every year. There's some competition. People take it pretty serious.
I think it's a very small chance of me winning. Like to win, I think I would have to like be doing a burnout in at least third gear.
Even last year there was a dude that had a FRS that had a NASCAR engine swapped into it and did the craziest burnouts and he didn't
it made like 800 horsepower naturally aspirated.
Yeah.
And he just did 6th gear burnouts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and then we got the big lifted trucks. We got so much that's gonna be there. So we're kind of just doing it for fun. I don't think we'll win. The prize is a set of 4 brand new tires though, which would be really nice on
You're gonna need that after
Yeah.
burning those off. Like Sam said, we spin that brake fader on and get this thing dialed to do some burnouts.
You think I can get some Ling Longs in Corvette size?
I don't know if they make those that big, dude. I think they end about 255.
It would be sick to get some cheap little tires, but they also might explode, so maybe not.
Sure. Anyway, so this thing is going to be doing some sick burnouts here soon.
Yeah. That, or it's going to be braking soon.
One of the two.
One of the two. So we got the brake fader installed. It's good to test. We'll bleed the brakes. I don't know if I want to tune it real quick or just test it. Probably should tune it first, but we'll test it though. We'll test it.
Oh yeah.
We got 6 days till the competition.
You guys will probably know by the end of this video if it is erect or not.
Yeah. I mean, like, it might get more views if it blows up, but I would kind of rather it not.
Subscribe anyways. Subscribe anyways.
Yeah, we'll break this at some point for sure. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anyways, let's go.
I knew I kind of cooked that battery, but it hasn't been a problem yet.
Whoa! Whoa, yeah, don't mess with this guy. Whoa. Ah! Yeah, we're gonna mediocre builds.
Son?
Got the fader installed. Twist it to open it up, close it to close it back off. Bled the brakes. They're spinning.
Stop.
It stopped. It looks like it's doing it a little bit less, but it's not like it's not braking, and they're still braking.
So hopefully I did something there. I still am kind of confused on how this works because it doesn't fully close it off. So I don't understand if it's just supposed to like slow down the reaction time or if it actually decreases the braking pressure.
I'm not sure. We'll see, but I think next time we see you guys, we'll be practicing a burnout. What's up, dude?
I tried to tune it. I retarded the timing by like 2 degrees, and it still feels almost like it's knocking or something. I don't know, because I think it might be a knock, but
You think so?
maybe just in the lower
Anyways,
RPM.
yeah, we're gonna go practice burnout and hopefully nothing breaks.
Yeah, hopefully nothing breaks.
It does feel a little lean right now. That's weird. Don't turn left, don't turn left, turn left, don't turn left, don't turn left. Come on, come on, come on.
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes.
Dude, yeah. I mean, you still broke your tires when you stayed in second.
Yeah.
So still great to lose. So we're gonna practice some burnouts at an undisclosed location, and dude in the GTR pulls up. So let's go say what's up to your homie in the GTR, dude.
Yeah. I'm not sure what this guy's doing. Do I pass him?
Looks insanely clean, dude.
What's your guys' name?
Sam. Sam, I'm Nathan.
Ian.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This your car?
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
thing
it's
is
social
beautiful,
media.
man.
Dude, thank
We
you.
do, yeah.
Nice, dude. You just got a tune. You got the the GTR.
Yeah, got this Camaro that just pulled up.
So the crowds are here, ready for a show, dude. So
I was not expecting a bunch of car guys to just be here.
so sick to see. There's such a cool car community out here in Utah. Speaking of which, I think you just gotta give it freaking the beans, dude. I'll tell you something though, dude, those guys, they might have nicer cars, but they're not driving them like you are.
No, they're not ripping Bernies. We're gonna be competitive. We gotta figure something else out. This just ain't working.
Yeah. Hey, it's a learning curve, guys. Yeah, that was a good slide, dude.
A little bit. I was like,
oh, that's torquey, dude.
oh
More
man,
torque than a
that was
BRZ.
scary.
Okay, guys. Burnout practice number 2. Got the tires swapped.
And we got some spray bottle with some dish soap in there to see if that helps. I don't think we'll need it now that we swapped the tires. I actually started looking around. I'm like, what the?
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
I'm riding this truck, dude. Better not mess us up.
He needs to do just a solid one. I told because the rule is you have to stay moving, but he's not gonna
Look what the cat dragged in. Ready to do burnout?
Yeah.
Sam told me to turn the camera on because he was gonna film something and told me he wanted a good reaction, so let's see.
Well, something kind of funny, kind of annoying, but kind of funny, I guess. I literally just disconnected the rear brakes entirely, just put bolts through, clamped them down so there's no rear brakes.
No rear
whatsoever.
brakes, nice.
And then I go for a test drive and I was like, dang, these front brakes are like not that great. I wonder. So I opened up the brake fader and then the front brakes locked up. So
Was it on the front brakes?
I guess Chevy swapped them.
So the fader was on
It's
the
a
front
thing
brakes.
they did, yeah. So I installed the brake fader on the front brakes.
So that's why it wasn't working.
So every time I turned the brake fader on, it just made it worse because I was turning the front brakes off and I couldn't stop with the front brakes.
So you're like,
the rear
no
brakes
brakes.
just kept clamping the same amount. With how much I've cut up the brake line, I'm not taking it back off, but I'll probably buy a second one and put it on the rear just so I can do it quickly in the future.
That's hilarious.
But yeah.
So we're rolling no brakes right now?
No rear brakes whatsoever.
Let's go. We just got out here and there's another freaking turtle. What's up, bro? What up?
Hey, he's a fast boy.
He's moving.
I beat the Corvette.
I feel like I've never seen turtles out here. We've seen 2 in the last 2 days. Also, sorry if it's super windy. A lot of wind noise. It's just windy out here today, so sorry about that. Okay, yeah, that was the difference. His rear brakes just were not locking up, or front brakes weren't locking up. Now that he actually figured out where the brake fader is and got the rear brakes deleted. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you had that. If you just mashed the brakes a little more.
Yeah, I just need to mash the brakes a little.
Yeah, you had that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, let's get some rubber, baby.
Should I go for second gear?
That was it, dude. You had it, that was sick.
Should I try dump in second gear?
Yeah,
Okay, dump in second gear.
let's go.
I could not see anything. I literally only stopped because like I'm gonna drive into the pond. I didn't even know I was off the road a little.
Yeah, dude, that was sick.
Holy crap! Yeah, second gear is the way to go.
That was sick. There's a lot of smoke in here, and now we're gonna get out of here. Nicely done.
Plus,
Okay, little disclaimer, this is on a private road in Mexico, and he's a professional race car driver.
Yes, private road course
There you guys go.
in Mexico.
Burnout went great, ready for the competition Friday. It did throw a check engine light, so we're gonna see what that is. Hopefully it wasn't anything bad.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm fairly confident in this engine being reliable with everything I did to it. Because I mean, like, when we tore it down, horsepower-wise, we did very little. We just did a camshaft and exhaust to make it have more horsepower. Nothing else was horsepower, but we did do a lot of other things to make it more reliable so I can do that, and it's not supposed to break.
It really should be just fine, but
Yeah.
it's still sketchy.
EVAP. It's a weird code to throw while doing a burnout.
Yeah, okay.
but mass or volume airflow, a circuit range performance, also an alternator code.
Okay, so nothing bad.
No. We're at the burnout competition. I think the Corvette's ready. We got about 17 other people starting from there, just going all the way down. All of these cars are all in the competition. So we're gonna at least try to make it to round 2. There's 3 rounds. They're gonna cut about 6 people the first round, and then about another 6 people the second round, and then they'll announce the winners. But so hopefully we'll at least make it to round 2, and if we make it to round 2, maybe we'll attempt the third gear pull, see if we can really get it smoking.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, let's ready to rip. Number
21.
21, lucky number 21.
This coming winter.
Yeah, there's nothing like what Bountiful Rotary is doing to support kids in need. It's not hard to get involved. It's not hard to support.
Yeah, so I forgot to hit the brake entirely, and so I probably have one of the worst burnouts in the competition, even though the practice was so good. I just never hit the brake, so I didn't get a chance to even spin. I didn't even remember until I was almost at the end of the runway. I was like, why am I moving so fast?
Okay guys, burnout's over and we're back at the testing grounds. Let's do a little quick follow-up test, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, as you might know, we put the brake fader on the front brakes by accident, so we didn't actually get to test the brake fader at the burnout competition. We bought a second one because they're honestly pretty cheap, and it would have been way more of a hassle to get a new brake line for the one that I cut or try and fix that one. So
yeah. These are $48, which I don't know if we've said the price, but $48 for one of those.
Yeah, literally, like that's not that bad. So not that big of a hassle. Just bought another one, added it. Now, if for some reason I want to fade the fronts in the future, I don't know why I'd want that, but I mean, if I want to, some custom brake setups for racing in the future, we can kind of adjust stuff. But yeah, we got it on the rear, and we're gonna test and see how well this actually works, because we know that it works very good with 0 rear brakes.
We're gonna open up or close off the rear, and give it a go.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We'll see how this goes.
Even though we are on private property in Mexico, closed course, professional driver, we're trying to be courteous of people, so we're gonna give it a break real quick.
It's my uncle, this is our property.
Yeah. And one day we'll have our own track, we'll see. For now, we're trying to be courteous of, the people that are, we're letting be on our property right now. Okay, a ton of people rolled up to the spot, so we bounced. We're gonna try to find another spot. If not, I guess we'll just do it tomorrow, maybe. That sucks.
Yeah, have to not do it at sunset, I guess, next time, because
everyone rolls up to the spot at sunset.
I mean, surprise, surprise, teenagers are freaking horny. Who would have thought?
Yeah, everyone's just going there to make out. Like, come on, just go somewhere else.
Yeah,
let's go to the mountains.
Let us do
go
it.
to the mountains.
Yeah, that's where I used to. I mean, I'd do this. Whoops. Lost a little too much traction there.
That was great. You did a full circle. That was really good.
Fully around.
Filmed in Mexico, baby. We love Mexico.
Okay, now we're actually gonna do it. We could not manage to get somewhere where, like Bob's uncle or something didn't show up on our property, so we went to a different spot.
It's crazy. We have so much property that we own that we're doing this on, but people keep just showing up.
Yeah, like they just trespassing. We gotta leave.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Here we go. Brake fader test. Let's go. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, I can't see anything. Gosh.
I'd say it works.
I think it worked pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think it worked, yeah. Holy smokes. Yeah, buddy. Are you smoking, dude?
Yeah, buddy. Hey guys, check this out. Check out what I got in the trunk.
Dude, that is... Dude, you got smoke in my bag,
Oh,
bro.
dang it, dude. That was the best one yet.
That was better than...
Look at that.
That was
at that.
probably just as good or better than with the brakes disconnected.
I mean, That was just as good for sure. That was better. That was a better burnout. I'm not saying it couldn't do as good with the brakes fully disconnected. It would have been the same. But I'm just saying, like, if you get one of these, you don't have to like worry about the fact that it doesn't fully cut off the rear, because that was plenty.
Clearly that worked.
All right, guys. So conclusion is $48 brake fader most definitely makes you do fantastic burnouts. Fully disconnecting the rear brakes definitely is a little easier, but the difference isn't big enough to be worth disconnecting your rear brakes every single time. It's way more worth just getting $48 brake fader. Not that much money, not super hard to install. You just need the flare kit. I did have to get some adapters to adapt the size, but super cheap, not very much. If you guys enjoy this type of content, like some burnouts or drifting maybe in the future or whatever, maybe give us a subscribe. If not, that's cool.
Yeah, thanks for watching though. Peace.
Deuces.